Hello. U.S. President Donald Trump has escalated pressure on Cuba, warning its leadership to negotiate with the United States before it is too late. Trump made the statement on his social media platform Truth Social, declaring that Havana will no longer receive Venezuelan oil or financial support if it refuses to make a deal. Business Today. Cuba has long relied on subsidized oil and money from Venezuela to keep its economy going under a decades-old alliance. Trump emphasized that these supplies will now stop, saying that there will be no more oil or money going to Cuba, zero, and urging Cuban officials to strike an agreement with Washington. Reuters. Trump also reposted a social media message jokingly suggesting that U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio might become Cuba's next president, a move that drew both attention and criticism. TimesOfIsrael.com. Cuba's economy, already struggling with shortages, blackouts, and sanctions, could face even deeper hardship without Venezuelan energy supplies. U.S. intelligence assessments say key Cuban sectors such as agriculture and tourism are under severe strain, and losing oil imports would make governing even tougher. Geo.tv. Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel condemned the U.S. stance as state terrorism and accused Washington of undermining regional stability. He defended Cuba's alliance with Venezuela and stressed the nation's right to trade fuel and other essentials freely. NST Online. Analysts say that cutting off Cuba's lifeline could cause widespread unrest and economic pain for ordinary citizens, many of whom already struggle with basic necessities. As both sides hold firm, the future of Cuba's relationship with the U.S. hangs in the balance, and the message from Washington is clear: make a deal or face growing isolation. Behind Trump's warning lies a broader strategy aimed at reshaping power in the Caribbean and Latin America. By cutting off Venezuela's support network, Washington is attempting to weaken a chain of alliances that has existed for decades. Cuba, long shielded by Caracas, now faces the reality of standing alone in an increasingly hostile economic environment. Experts warn that the loss of Venezuelan oil could push Cuba into its deepest crisis in years. Power outages could become routine, transportation could slow to a halt, and food shortages may worsen. For ordinary Cubans, this is not about geopolitics, it is about survival. Every policy shift in Washington echoes in Havana's streets, markets, and homes. Trump's language signals more than diplomacy. It reflects a return to hardline pressure tactics, where economic pain becomes a tool to force political change. Supporters argue this approach could finally break decades of stagnation. Critics, however, say it risks punishing civilians rather than leaders, creating instability across the region. Cuba's leadership insists it will not be intimidated. Officials portray the warning as proof of American hostility and rally citizens around national pride. State media emphasizes resilience, reminding people of past hardships endured under embargo and isolation. Yet history shows that sustained pressure reshapes societies. Younger Cubans, already frustrated by limited opportunities, may see this moment as a turning point. Some could demand reform. Others may attempt to leave the island in search of a future elsewhere, triggering new migration waves toward the United States and neighboring countries. International observers are watching closely. Latin American governments fear renewed tensions could destabilize trade, tourism, and regional cooperation. European diplomats urge dialogue, warning that confrontation could harden positions on both sides. As Trump's message circulates worldwide, it becomes more than a statement. It becomes a countdown. For Havana, it raises a defining question: resist and endure, or negotiate and adapt? For Washington, it is a test of whether pressure can rewrite history. One sentence now hangs over the Caribbean like a storm cloud: make a deal before it is too late.